Hi there, it's Joy Lindquist again, just giving you an update on my interview with Bryce Amos. I'm showing you this text. It's a booklet from Mass Insight Education and Research Institute about school turnaround. And their premise is a school turnaround is a dramatic and comprehensive intervention in a low-performing school that produces significant gains in student achievement within 2 academic years. So this book, I've been looking at it. It was given to me by Bryce Amos, and there are some very significant things that I can take from that, especially as currently a teacher in Des Moines Public Schools, where we do have what we call a turnaround zone. Those are schools that are not meeting their NCLB trajectories and student achievement data. And what's different about this turnaround zone is in this Mass Insight project, the turnaround challenge is that you should see change within 2 academic years. I think something that I took from my interview with him, I took a lot of things, but one of the main things that I left with in thinking was that if we wait too long, if we wait 4 years or 5 years, that's how long some of that real change in schools seems to happen. It'll be too late for those kids. It'll be too late for hundreds and hundreds of students. So a more proactive challenge is really what Des Moines is starting to look toward. Bryce is the director of that program. The other thing, I guess it's based on high performance, high poverty education. It's that HP readiness model, where students need to be ready to learn, the teachers need to be ready to teach, and the school district needs to be ready to act. And they focus on safety, discipline, and engagement. Second is action against adversity. Third, to develop close student-adult relationships. Fourth, a shared responsibility for achievement. 5, personalization of instruction. 6, professional teaching culture. And 7, resource authority. 8, resource ingenuity. And 9, agility in the face of turbulence. So that's the HP readiness model, and that's what Des Moines is working with. What I thought was really interesting in our most recent school, Hyatt, in this turnaround zone, middle school, the first 2 days of school, all they did was test so that they could really benchmark and find out where the students are and what their needs would be. What I thought, secondly, was really cool about that was that the entire staff stayed through the weekend to analyze that data and then scheduled all students in the building based on their need. So instead of allowing students to pick classes that they wanted, or teachers to place students, or counselors to place students, they placed the students in the very specific needed classes and tailored those classes and that schedule to meet the needs of those students. The other thing they did before school even started last year was a home visit to every single household of the middle school to really make that connection, to talk about what this turnaround zone is about and what the changes would be. So I thought those were very important points. The testing, the staffing around and scheduling, as well as the home visits, making those connections. And then the last piece that I took with was, I thought, well, and I'm in an evaluation class right now, so I wondered, how are we going to make sure these things are really happening? Well, Bryce is actually has a specific turnaround zone observation and evaluation tool that deals with alignment, curriculum alignment, rigor, and engagement. He is training every single principal in the zone how to evaluate using this tool, and he's having it available to the teachers so they know what they will be evaluated on and how to go about making sure that they are successful teachers in this type of an environment. So I thought that was great. The other, I guess some of the questions I had were, and I still left with, well, what's going to happen in some of those schools that still just are not making it? In some of these turnaround zones, they actually pink slip the entire building and hire back only some of them, if you follow some of those Chicago models. But in Des Moines, it's more of a restructuring. So his belief was that most of our teachers would retain positions, but maybe not retain positions in that particular school. He said, really, this is a very rigorous, I guess, moving very quick to improve student achievement, and not every staff member is comfortable with that type of quick change. So he said this model will not fit the teaching style of all teachers and administrators, and they'll have to work out a lot of those details as they continue on with this model. And I guess the one very last thing I wanted to mention was they've worked with a model of communities in school. So all of the social workers and success workers and all of those different student services personnel who are very supportive to the families and the students and the administration, they're being housed in the building in order to make them accessible to all students, and everybody can work together on the same goals. So I think it seems like the model is based on research, that it has been successful in the past, and I guess we'll just have to see if it's implemented and if it's successful in our district. But I certainly hope so. Thanks.